Off the top at 6, an apparent Facebook confession. A man allegedly killed his wife in South Miami today and then posted all about it on social media. The confession was so disturbing that the Facebook company has now taken down that alleged killer's posting.
And that's because along with telling the world what he did, he actually showed a picture of his wife's lifeless body. It's an incredibly disturbing story, and we begin tonight with Local 10's Roger Losey. He's live in South Miami with all the new information since 5 o'clock.
Well, Lori, neighbors are now telling us that they actually heard some screaming and yelling coming from that apartment very early this morning. We are at Southwest 67th Avenue and 56th Street. You can see police are still on scene trying to figure out exactly how this all went down this morning, but it appears the main suspect spelled it all out on Facebook. The picture is too graphic to show on TV. The body of a dead woman bent at the knees, laying on her back. It was posted on Facebook late this morning by a man named Medina. Above it, an apparent confession. "I'm going to prison or death sentence for killing my wife," it says. "Take care, Facebook people. You will see me on the news." According to property records, the townhouse where Miami-Dade police confirm they're investigating a murder is owned by a Medina, and neighbors confirm the profile picture on the Facebook page is the man who lives here.
He walks around with a concealed gun, and he tries to be like the neighborhood watch guy. He's always there late night.
According to police, a man walked into the South Miami Police Department late this morning saying that he killed his wife. Officers took him into custody and raced to this townhouse development.
We heard screaming and yelling of somebody speaking Spanish.
When they came here, they just kind of rushed inside the house and that was it, and we didn't know nothing was going on, and they carried like a little girl out to the car, and then I guess they were asking her questions.
The Facebook page shows Medina sitting with a woman and a little girl. Police have yet to confirm the name of the victim, but friends say she worked a graveyard shift at this Denny's and that the girl is her child from a previous marriage.
She was very nice, very sweet lady.
Friends are horrified by the public display of this family tragedy. Just above that graphic picture, Medina's final post, providing a glimpse at the possible motive for this murder. "My wife was punching me, and I'm not going to stand anymore with the abuse, so I did what I did. I hope you understand me."
I can't fathom that. That's crazy.
Crazy indeed. Just within the past 5 minutes, Miami-Dade police confirmed the name of their suspect. That is 31-year-old Medina, and they have also identified the victim, his wife, 26-year-old Jennifer Alonzo. And Lori, they confirmed that she was shot to death.
And Roger, we know there was a young girl in the house at the time. Are there other children involved too?
As far as we know, there's only one child involved, that little girl. Again, she is the victim's daughter, the child from a previous marriage. At this hour, it's unclear exactly who's taking care of her.
Who knows what she witnessed. All right, Roger Losey, more to come on this, no doubt. Thank you.
I thought I was done for the night. Done put in a lot of videos today. Was about to upload them all. Just sit back, chill out for the night. But then some shit comes across the Huffington Post. They had me like, what the fuck? Here in Florida, as you know, a place where everything happens, we may have had the craziest story I've seen in a while. And I'm going to say some shit that's going to offend a lot of people. It's going to bother a lot of people, especially you ladies. But at the same time, it's got to be said. Now, you guys just saw the video in which this young man, Medina, killed his wife and posted the pictures and the confession to Facebook. He says the words, "I couldn't take her abuse no more. She was punching me. Well, I had to do what I had to do." The man posted a picture of a dead body, which I got. I'm not going to post on this video because I know people will flag it down and I'll start hearing about how I'm disrespecting the dead and blah, blah, blah. If you want to see it, go ahead and holler at me and I'll inbox it to you or something. But I start, anyways, the man did everything the way he was supposed to do afterwards. He did post it to Facebook. He did confess. He went down to 911. To the police station, turned himself in, told them everything. He didn't harm the child or whatever. Now let me be the first person to say this. And it's crazy because I was putting this video up right at the time that Tommy Sotomayor was putting a video up about the same thing. So, you know, all credit goes to him. He's the first YouTuber I saw with that video up. So big respect to him. Make sure y'all go check out his channel. No question. I tell y'all that a lot because Tommy Sotomayor inspires me in a lot of ways. And just to know that I thought I was going to beat him to the punch on this one, but I'm not. But anyways, I typically do a lot of shit from Huffington Post because, you know, they got some weird-ass news on that motherfucker. But anyway, Derek Medina, you know, first of all, let me say what I got to say about this news report. I'm so sick and tired of people and their agendas. They want to try to compare him to George Zimmerman by saying that he was a fake neighborhood watch and blah, blah, blah. Y'all need to really quit that shit. Y'all are really pushing this gun control shit to another level. And now y'all are trying to make it sound like anybody that wants to do good is a problem. Listen, man. Ain't y'all people in the government and in the media the same people telling everybody if they see something, say something? You see what I'm saying? You're trying to make neighborhood watches out the whole country. Y'all have a whole little organization, I forgot the damn name of it, in which people can actually register to be undercover snitches. Let's keep it real. Y'all want everybody telling y'all when the daddies smoke weed, when the mamas smoke weed, when the daddies gamble. You want them telling all that shit. You want and now when somebody tells on somebody, and when somebody is one of them neighborhood snitches, then y'all want to belittle it like it's not the good thing to be. Whatever, man. Y'all take that agenda and shove it up your ass. But anyway, back to the story. Check it out. I'm actually glad this shit happened. You know, no offense to the brawl. But you know, I've dealt with some shit in my day. And I feel like this. I'm sick and tired of females believing they can put their hands and yell at motherfuckers and dudes with no repercussions. And I blame that shit all on the court system. The entire court system makes females think that they could do whatever, say whatever, think whatever they want to a dude, and that shit's fine. They can keep the kids from the dude, everything, and that shit's fine. Because dudes don't matter, and all this shit, at the same time saying that females are equal. No, they're not. The point of this is you know, I've been in situations before, and I'm sure once you suckers start looking up me, you'll see. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations before. I firmly believe that if a female puts their hands on you, you put your hands on them back. If a bitch touches me, then we fight. I don't look at it as abuse. I look at it as two grown-ups fighting. And here's the problem. A lot of you broads think you can just touch anybody because your weak-ass parents have told you all your life, hey, there is no reason a man should ever hit a woman. I disagree. There's a reason to hit anyone. Anyone. Because here's the deal. The only person there's not a reason to hit is maybe a baby. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're old enough to hit me and it hurts, that means you're old enough to kill me. And you're a threat. That's the way I see it. And that's why broads will chase their men with knives and shit like that. Because females are told from a little age that dudes are not supposed to hit them no matter what. But the broads that have a daddy don't see that way. Because broads that have a daddy are told from the ground up, don't hit a man unless, you know, you hit a man, you better be prepared to fight like a man. Period. You don't put your hands on no fucking man. You don't put your hands on nobody. So the bottom line of this is, this brawl, if what this man's saying is true, and regardless, the man should get off because females get off for that same bullshit all the time. But the bottom sounds to me like he stood his ground, right? But the bottom line here is real simple. I think that a lot of you bras need to understand that, yeah, it is wrong for a dude to just abuse you and smack you because the dinner's cold and all that. But if you putting your hands on that man, eventually that man's going to snap and he's going to fuck you up. And that's just the truth. And that's what, this is what I want you parents to understand. Teach your daughters better than this shit, man. All of you. Quit telling your daughters that there's no reason for a man to hit them, because there is. If that daughter, if that man, if that wife, if whatever, put your hand on a man, you deserve to be knocked the fuck out. And how can anybody disagree with that? I don't get it. Now, should he have murdered that broad? Nah, I don't think so. But then again, we don't know how long that abuse has been going on in that house. We don't know. So we can't sit here and say, that man might have finally flipped. He may have a battered husband syndrome. And I think we need to take that shit seriously, man. It's so crazy. I'm so sick of the courts being one-sided to a female, man. Seriously, everything's one-sided to a female. Y'all can choose whether to be parents or not, even after conception. We can't. We can't decide shit. Y'all are all of a sudden giving custody of the kids just because you're the chick. Well, that don't happen with us. And now, in every type of physical altercation that a man and a female has, the male is automatically the bad guy. And I think some of you females should be offended by that. You know what it's saying? It's saying that us men should know better and you females are fucking retards. That's what it's saying. It's saying, look, you guys are dudes. You should know better than this. Let the females just be retarded and hit on you, and it's no problem. I disagree. I do agree that, a lot of us are more intelligent, but that's not the bottom line here. If you're a woman and you're watching this video, you know as well as I do that you are just as dangerous as me. Just as much as I can kill you, you can kill me. So why should you be given free reign to just bust my fucking ass every time? All the time. You shouldn't be. Tommy Sotomayor in his video, he said, and this is, make sure y'all go check him out, man. Every time I mention his name, I do want to say that because I want to make it clear. I respect the fact that man shares so many of the same thoughts I think. And I really respect that shit. But the truth of this is, man, is really look at it and really think. What he said about equality. And you've heard me mention that in previous videos about equality. Y'all claim to be equal until it comes down to some physical shit. And then y'all supposedly the weaker vessel. Make up your mind. The courts need to make up their mind. Because this shit's getting out of hand. They're gonna fuck around and fry this man. Watch. I hope they don't. Because much like Tommy said in his video, this needs to be used as a precedent for all you females that run around here thinking you can put your hands on a fucking man. This shit needs to be served as a precedent for all you females who use the excuse of battered wives syndrome to get away with murdering your husbands. I'm dead fucking serious. To all the females I know I've offended, I apologize. But if you think about it enough, you know I'm right. There is a huge level of just flat out unfairness in this country in regards to domestic violence. You can attack me, but if I attack you back, I'm a criminal. Fuck that. Maybe some of you broads will understand before you start getting in a man's face. You bitch ass motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. I'll kill you, blah, blah, blah. Don't wind up on Facebook, bitches. Don't wind up on Facebook. As you can see, that kind of shit happens. And that motherfucker, I'll say this. He kept it real to his social media life. That motherfucker got one last tweet, or whatever the fuck, in before he took his ass to jail. That last picture, I don't even know what I would title that album. That photo album. I got 20,000 pictures on my shit. I don't even know where the dead wife picture would go. But I gotta say, it is what it is. You females need to quit putting your hands on people, and that shit won't happen to you. Flat out. Don't put your hands on nobody, male or female. I don't give a fuck who you are. Anybody puts their hands on anybody, be prepared to die. That's the way life is. I'm King JB. It's King JB Uncensored. I'm out.